Welcome, friends, for another session on Quant. If you know what we do in this channel is talking about the concepts that are relevant for CAT and other MBA entrance exams from Quant. We started with arithmetic. We have done few concepts earlier. So not only we do concepts, we also do problems from various level of difficulty. So typically we follow a session on concepts followed by a session problem session one where we primarily talk about the foundational level problem that makes you understand the concepts much more deeply and which is very required for any MBA entrance exam, primarily for likes of that, where less formula but more concept oriented problem or application oriented problem appears. Also, apart from the problem level session one, the next session that we do typically talks about the problem level session two, which is basically the advanced problems or level two or level three kind of problem that we covered in the problem session two of every topic. So I have covered the few of the arithmetic concepts till now. So I will put those videos in the description box or in the I button above. You can have a look at them. To start with this session, we just concluded the percentage profit and loss. That's what PPL means, percentage profit and loss topic, in terms of fundamentals in the previous session. So you should be visiting that first and then come back to this session where we will try to do the problems which are foundational, which are concept clearer, which helps you understand those concepts much more deeply, and we'll do some hands-on exercise or hands-on problem solving on this. So how we want to go about it is basically, if you see, we will take around 9 problems for today's session. We will take all this problem one by one. Whenever you see a problem, try to pause the video, try doing it by yourself. If you are able to do it, come back and see whether you have done it right by seeing my explanation. If you are not able to do it, no problem, you can come back and see hey, how I am solving this particular problem. So this is the typical approach that we will follow, but ideally don't recommend you to continue just seeing the problem and see how am I solving right away, but take a pause of 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and just try to solve the problem by yourself. See where you got stuck, what is your thought process, and then come back and see how have I solved the particular problem. So this is one approach we will follow. Also, in any problem, if you find it difficulty understanding certain areas in my explanation also, drop a comment, and then I will be able to answer in the comment. Or if you need any guidance, you can write me in the mail ID that I put in the description box. From there, we can take it forward also. But consider putting a comment so that I can respond quickly. If So to start off with, percentage profit and loss, we will solve some of the problems from percentage profit and loss, and specifically focusing on the concepts that we have learned yesterday. So to start with, so let's say what's the first problem today's is all about. So the first problem says the ratio of A's salary to B's salary is 6:5. So if you remember, we have done ratio proportion chapter also. So like I said, ratio proportion, percentage profit and loss, these are not individual chapters. They have application in multiple areas. So like you have seen here, we have done ratio proportion earlier, but still we have an application in this case, where A's salary is to B's salary is 6:5. So now they are saying what percentage does A earn more than B? So if I say A's salary is 6x, I can say B's salary is 5x. That's what mean by 6:5. By what percentage does A earn more than B? So A earn more than B. So again, a fundamental check. So if you remember the concept, what we said, what when you do a percentage calculation, percentage more or percentage less, what should come as your base, or basically what should come as your denominator? So normally we check whatever comes after of or than in a statement. So what I mean, of or than in the problem statement, after of or than in the problem statement, that is typically is your base, or that comes in the denominator. So they said in the first problem, they said what percentage does A earn more than B? So then A's salary minus B's salary, because A is more, divided by, this is called as, what I am going to write in the denominator is basically called as base. And identifying the base is very important, because that's when your problem gets right or wrong. So if you consider A as base, it will give you a wrong answer, but more than B, so it's comparing against B. So basically whatever comes after of or than in a statement, that becomes your base. So B is your base, so B's salary is your base, right? So then we can do 6x minus 5x by 5x, or we can do x by 5x, or 1 by 5, which is around 20%. If you multiply this with 100, you will typically get 20%. So A's salary is more than B by 20%. So 20% is your answer. Now see the other side. What percentage does B earn less than A? So again, my numerator will remain the same, because that will talk about the difference between A's and B's salary. But here the base will be different. So now here the base will be 6x, because A's salary. Because after then we have A. So A should be your base. So this is again x by 6x, or 1 by 6. We can say 16.66%. Right. Yeah, so 16.66%. So that's how we want to go about it. So if you try to solve this problem again, if you see your, what is, both salaries are same. A is 6x, B is 5x, that remains same. But how much A is more than B and how much B is less than A is not the same percentage. In the first case, it is 20%. In the second case, it is 16.66%. So if you see, typically, it does not necessarily mean if A is 20% more than B, means B will be 20% less than A, because the base is changed when you compare. So when you compare how much A is more than B, your B is your base. When you compare how much B is less than A becomes your base. So if your base is changing, your percentage will change. So it's a very, very important concept to understand what is your base when you are doing any percentage calculation. So again, recalling the base concepts that we have learned in the percentage, this is the application of it. Moving on, if you have any difficulty in understanding in certain area, please feel free to drop a comment so that I can explain you further. Then they said the selling price of 12 orange is equal to cost price of 15 oranges. Okay, so let's say selling price of 12 orange is equal to cost price of 15 oranges. So selling price, so can I say 12 orange cost price, selling price is equal to 15 orange cost price? That's what they have given. And they said find profit or loss percentage. So what I know, profit and loss percentage, what is the formula? It's profit, and nothing said whether it's a cost, profit and loss percentage on cost price or sale price. So it's not specifically mentioned whether I have to calculate this on CP or SP. So it's not mentioned. So we normally, nothing mentioned, we consider profit and loss percentage to be calculated over cost price. So cost price is your base. So profit by cost price. Nothing mentioned cost price. If something is specifically mentioned, like find profit and loss percentage on the selling price, then selling price is your base. Otherwise, always consider cost price as your base. So profit by CP is the normal formula. What is the formula of profit? Selling price minus cost price divided by cost price. Okay, this has to be multiplied by 100 because we calculating percentage. So this is nothing but SP by CP minus 1 into 100. So if I see this formula, I can write easily SP by CP is nothing but 15 by 12, right? So this is 15 by 12 minus 1 into 100. So this is 5 by 4 minus 1 into 100. Or we can say 1 by 4 into 100. 25%. 25% is my answer, is the profit and loss percentage. Now you are thinking why I started with directly calculating the profit. You can see if my SP and CP would have been less than 1, in this case we got 15 by 12, which is more than 1. If it is less than 1, then I know that means CP is more than SP, and that's when you incur a loss. But here my SP by CP is more than 1. So if I say SP by CP is more than 1, that means I can say SP more than CP. If similarly SP by CP is less than 1, in that case I can say SP less than CP. So in this case we get a loss. In this case we get a profit, right? So that's why we started with profit by CP. If SP by CP was less than 1, we could have started with loss by CP. But I hope it's understood. So again, nothing complicated. You just need to apply few of the basic formulas and understand what is given. Be careful on what you consider as base, and you should be fine to move on. Moving to the next problem. So what it says on a certain item, 2 successive discounts are given, 10%, 20%. What is the overall discount percentage? So when we know what is the successive percentage formula, it's A plus B plus AB by 100, where A and B are 2 successive percentages. So here there is a discount. So that means A should be minus 10 and B should be minus 20. So minus 10 plus minus 20 plus minus 10 into minus 20 by 100, or you can say minus 30 plus this will be 2. So minus 28%. This is the successive percentage. It's not 10 plus 20, 30. It's minus 28%. So that's how we calculate successive percentage. Just a quick refresher on how to calculate successive percentage. When A and B are negative. Negative means there is a loss or there is a discount. It will be positive when there is an increase or there is a profit. So be aware of the signs also when you do successive percentage. Okay. Now let's see this problem. This problem says Rajesh bought 2 articles and sold one of them at 20% profit and the other at 40% loss. Find his overall profit and loss percentage. So a very important understanding here in percentage profit and loss, always try to start with something like 100. It's most of the time it's become easy for you to calculate, specifically in cases like this when they said profit and loss percentage. So percentage will not change if you consider 100, just assume 100 and get 20 rupees, let's say a profit and loss. The percentage will remain same, versus if the actual is 1000 and you got 200 as profit and loss, your percentage will remain same. So the percentage will not vary much unless the things that are given in terms of absolute value. So if they say Rajesh bought 2 articles, one is 20 rupees profit, other is 40 rupees loss, instead of 20% profit and 40% loss. If those values are in absolute terms, then don't consider 100, because then you try to get absolute values which are not right to assume. But if things that are given in terms of percentages, you should start with considering 100 as assume 100 is the price and then calculate from there. We'll see some of the problem where we consider 100, where we cannot consider 100. But in this case, since the things that are given, which is 20% profit and 40% loss, which in terms of percentage, I can very well start with considering 100 is the price. Okay, now read it what it says. Two articles selling at 20% profit, 40% loss. Find his overall profit and loss if he bought both of them at the same price. So let's say cost price for both of them is 100 rupees, right? Now, item one, what will be my selling price? My selling price will be 20% profit, means 100 plus 20% of 100 or 120. Similarly, item 2, my selling price 2 will be 100 minus 40% of 100 because it's a loss. So it is 60 rupees. So my SP1 plus SP2, my total sale price is 120 plus 60, 180. What is my total cost price? My total cost price is 100 plus 100. This is 200 is my total cost price. So my total sale price is less than my total cost price. So my cost price is more than my sale price. So that means I have incurred a loss. Right? What is the loss percentage? Percentage loss. Again, I know loss by cost price into 100. So what is my loss? My loss is of 20 rupees. 180 is my total sale price. 200 is my total cost price. So my loss is of 20 rupees. 20 by 200 into 100. Or we can say 1 by 10 of 10%. So 10% is my overall loss. So if we move on to the next problem, so let's see the problem. So it talks about Shyam sold an article for 30%. Had he sold it for 100 rupees less, he would have incurred a loss of 20%. So here the percentage is given, but also the number is also given. So let's see if we can consider it with 100. So let's say the cost price, just a moment. So let's say my CP is of 100 rupees. Now I'm sold an article at a profit of 30%. So sale price should be cost price plus profit. So 100 plus 30% of 100. So 130 rupees must be cost price, sorry, sale price. If he has sold it for 100 rupees loss, he would have incurred a loss of 20%. So sale price in the second case would have been 20% less. So 100 minus 20% of 100. So that means 80 rupees. So here I can see your sale price 1 minus sale price 2. There is a gap of 130 minus 80 or 50 rupees. So they said there is a gap of 50 rupees. So can I say my difference is equal to 50 when my cost price is equal to 100? So if something has a cost price of 100 and you sell at a 30% profit and you sell at a 20% loss, in both the cases scenario, there will be a gap of how much? 50 rupees. That's what we calculated. But in the problem, they said the gap is of 100 rupees. So if he has sold for 100 less, so basically they are saying where he said, had he sold for 100 rupees less, that means they're saying the two sale price has a difference of 100 rupees. So I can see the two sale price has a difference of 50 rupees if the cost price is 100. So the two sale price will have a difference of 100 rupees when your cost price is again 100 by 50 into 100 or 200 rupees. So your cost price is 200 rupees. You can see it from the other side. If the cost price is 200 rupees, then your sale price 1 will be 200 plus 30% of 200. So 200 plus 60 is 260. Similarly, if you calculate your sale price 2, which is 20% loss, 200 minus 20% of 200. So that means 200 minus 40, 160 rupees. So this is 160, this is 260. So there is a gap of 100 rupees. So you can backtrack it and check whether you got the right answer, but obviously you can't have this because you don't know 200 to start with. So once you get 200, you can see, apply this and see whether you have got the right answer. But the idea is you assume 100, see what is the gap you get in case of the cost price is 100, then scale it to the gap they have set. So in this case, we got a gap of 50 when the cost price is 100. We have to see what will be the cost price when the gap is 100. So that's what we did. Moving on, so they said the length of a rectangle increased by 20 and breadth is increased by 10%. What is the percentage increase in the area? So if you recall, I said successive percentage can be applied when the product of two entities are same or constant. So in this case, area is length into breadth. So if length is increasing by 20% and breadth is increased by 10%, your area will be increasing by the successive percentage of length and breadth. So if we consider your A as 20 and B as 10, your A plus B plus AB by 100, this is the successive percentage formula that become 20 plus 10, 30 plus 2 or 32%. So your area is changed by 32%. So you can consider with anything. Just consider I will show you how it works. So let's say your length is now 100 and your breadth is now 10. So after 20% increase, it will become 120. After 10% increase, it will become 11. So how much is your area now? Area is 100 into 10,000, right? Now, if I do this, my area become 120 into 11, 1320. So from 1000 to 1320, you will see there is a jump of 32%. You can calculate, you will see you will get 32%. So it's the same thing that happens if you apply length and breadth percentage change, then the area percentage change will be the successive percentage of length and breadth. Okay. Moving on. They said a trader makes his selling price 30% above cost price and later offers a discount. Find the discount percentage. The trader net profit is 17%. Okay. No problem. So later offers a discount, find the discount percentage. So if you know the normal diagram of this is markup price, typically markup price discount on a formula. So I know selling price. Then you do a markup, just revising the concept. So then you get the markup price. Then from markup price, if you give a discount, remember discount only applies on markup price. So when you calculate discount, your base should be markup price, not the sale price or the cost price. You get the markup. If you remove discount from markup price, you get the sale price. Similarly, if you add profit to the cost price, you get sale price. So this is the diagram you need to remember. So in this case, 30% above cost price. So let's say my cost price is 100, right? So this is 100. He marks his selling price at 30% above cost price. So basically, then his markup price becomes 130. Now, if this is my markup price. markup price becomes 130. Now he offers a discount. I don't know the discount. This is I need to calculate. Says the trader makes a net profit of 17%. Now profit is calculated on CP. This is on CP, and this is on markup price. So profit is normally calculated on CP. So your selling price must be 117 rupees. That means your profit of 17%. So you got a 17% profit. That means your sale price should be 117. So that means, can I say your discount is nothing but markup price minus sell price, which is 130 minus 117, or 13 rupees. So you give a discount of 13 rupees. If you get a discount of 13 rupees, so percentage discount will be discount by markup price into 100. So 13 by 130, 200, or 10%. So you give a discount of 10%, right? So 130 rupees pay, if you give a discount of 10%, that is 13 rupees. That's what discount you have given to get the profit. So again, if you see, we got the markup price, but we don't know the discount. So from markup price, we could not come to sell price. We know the profit. So from cost price, we could have reached the sell price. So once we reach the sell price, then we know how much I have to come down from markup price to reach the sell price. And that coming down is nothing but your discount. So to calculate discount, we use the profit formula on cost price to get the sell price, and use that sell price and mark price, the difference, to calculate the discount. That's all. Hope it's clear. If it is not clear, please feel free to drop a note in the comment. I will be able to explain it further if you are stuck anywhere. Let's move on to this problem. Again, all this problem, try to do it by yourself first. Take 2-3 minutes or up to 5 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable. Try to solve it. Don't put a hard time against it. If you are stuck and not able to get it, come back and see the solution. Even if you solve the problem, come back and see how we solve it. Probably there is a better way. So if discount, so let's say this problem, it says if discount on an article is increased from 20% to 35%, the money realized from the sale decreased by 27 rupees. Now, what is mean by money realized from the sale decreased? So that means your selling price is decreased by 27 rupees, because money realized from sale is nothing but your selling price. So selling price is reduced by 27 rupees. So if there is a discount on an article increase from 20 to 35%, the money realized from sale decreased by 27%. What is the total price of the article? So there is no markup concept here. So always you see a discount, if there is no markup concept, don't try to apply that formula. So let's say the total price, or in this case, total price means cost price, is of 100 rupees. Okay. So the discount was 20%. So that means discount is of 20 rupees. In first case, discount 2 is of 35%. So in this case, discount is of 35 rupees. So how much more you are giving a discount? So you are giving plus 15 rupees as a discount. So if you give more 15 rupees discount, it's fair to assume your sale price should reduce by 15 rupees. So I can say sale price decrease by 15 rupees when my cost price is 100. The sale price should reduce by 27 rupees when my cost price is 100 by 15 into 27. If I just calculate 5, 9, 20, 180 rupees. So my cost price has to be 180 rupees. So basically we see how much is the sale price decrease. So understanding that Money realized from sale decreasing means sale price is decreasing itself by 27 rupees. So 27 rupees sale price decrease means by increasing the discount, you are reducing sale price 15 rupees when the cost price is 100. First time you are giving a discount of 20, second time you are giving a discount of 35. So your sale price should decrease by 15 rupees because you are giving 15 rupees more discount, right? So ideally it should reduce by 15 rupees if the cost price is 100. Now, if it has reduced by 27, so I need to find out the corresponding cost price. Okay. You can again backtrack, put 20% discount, see what's the sale price, put 35% discount, see what is the sale price. And then you will see there is a difference of 27 rupees if you consider cost price is 100. This is blank. This is blank. So let's go to the last problem of today's session. It says A sold a car to B at a 30% loss. B sold the same car to C as the same loss percentage. The loss incurred by B is 36,000 less than the loss incurred by A. Find the price at which A bought the car. Again, it's primarily given as percentage. Let's see how if we can do it with 100. So A's bought the car, let's say at 100. Okay. So this is A's cost price. So what should be A's selling price? 100 minus 30% of 100, or we can say 70 is A's sale price, right? So B buying it at 70 rupees. So B's cost price is 70, right? B sold the C at the same loss percentage. So for B, it will be 70 minus 30% of 70. It's no more 100 because B's cost price is 70. So if B has to incur a same loss of 30%, it has to be calculated on the 70 rupees. So 30% of 70. So 70 minus 21, let's say 49 is the sale price of B, right? So A's sale price is 70, B's sale price is 49. The loss incurred by B was 36,000 less than incurred by A. So can I say A's loss is CP minus SP, or 100 minus 70, or 30 rupees. What is B's loss? B's loss is 70 minus 49, or 21. So A's loss is 30 rupees, B's loss is 21 rupees. So B's loss is 9 rupees less. So B's loss is 30 minus 21. I can say 9 rupees less than A. So that value is 9 when so can I say the difference? Just a minute. Reduce this. So can I say the difference is 9 when A's cost price is 100. The difference is 36,000 and A's cost price will be 100 by 9 into 36,000. So this is 4,000. So 4 lakh. So when A's cost price of the car is of 4 lakh, right? So basically what you see, we considered as 100. We see what's the difference is actually coming, and then equate that difference considering if the difference we got in this case 9 rupees. So if 9 rupees is the difference, then the cost price would have been 100. So if the difference is 36,000, what should be my cost price that we need to calculate? So I hope it's clear. So I think we have covered all the concepts that require for today's session, and then the next session we will try to cover the more advanced or little complex level problems from profit and loss and percentage profit and loss. Hope this session is useful. Feel free to drop a comment if in any problem you find it difficulty to understand. Um, just just tell the problem number, and I should be able to help you out in that. And if you feel need more help, please feel free to drop an email ID in the mail ID given below. Uh, Thank you. See you next time. Bye.